What I do? Bad, now you like me like I like. Take the license plate off of the foreign. Take the license plate off of the foreign. It's a strike. Tell your best to do it to me while we doing it. Diaper strapped up, and I'm still a fighter. She liked it. Gassed up. Cutlass got the white walls. I'll be right there. $100,000 on my wrist. It ain't the right. Go buy a Ferrari. What I'ma do? Go buy a Ferrari and crash it because it's exciting. Rich as hell, still trying to fight because I don't like me. Youngest nigga around, and I'm probably the most violent. The car thieves ran off with my shit, but I know where it's at. Really charged up in real life, nigga, fuck his hand. I catch a nigga in my shit, I'ma get him fat. All my bitches pretty and they thick, and that pussy fat. I can yell too. Sell 100 balls every week, that's what my scale do.
What that scale do?
I know what that scale do.
Okay, period. And with that, welcome to New Lanta, where we help you navigate the new culture. I am Millie Rock on any block.
Of course, and I am the Caribbean princess. It's Bonnie Banks.
It's season 3.
It's season 3, baby.
Jordan year.
Yes, legendary.
Yes.
So this is going to be legendary.
Oh, yeah. We're already starting off very strong. Mm-hmm. Got Crash Rarri in the building, turning us up one time. Say what I do.
Good with y'all, man. Crash Rarri, aka the hottest on the way, man. In the building. Oh, in the A. Fucking with I think I messed up already.
It's all good. It's all good. they're just happy little trees, like Bob Ross said. Ain't no mistakes.
Oh yeah, man. We'll be lit though.
Yeah, period. Period.
Okay. Well, very excited.
Exactly. We in this. It's exciting in the first episode. And if y'all want to keep up with us and navigate the new culture with us, we are streaming on Friday evenings from 6 to 8 p.m. on Rockland One Radio. So all you got to do is just download the app in the App Store. It's very simple. Okay. It's as easy as press the button, put in your ID or whatever in your card if you need to.
Right. Do all of those things.
Right. Do all them things.
Yes. And while you're doing that, if you want to catch any of our other episodes, you can definitely check us out on YouTube and Facebook at New Lanta.
That's right. So happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Haven't seen y'all since last year. Haven't talked to y'all since last year. To our newbies, our OGs, and everything in betweens. Okay. Hopefully y'all had a restful and celebration-filled holiday. It's 2023, and we are here to help you navigate the new culture. So what we got going on?
Yes, so I can't wait to get into it. Millie Rock approved. You guys do not want to miss it. Man, can't wait to see if it's 4 diamonds or 2 diamonds, because at this point, it's a harsh judge.
Listen, I diagnosed the infection rate after HBO's The Last of Us takes over streamers across the country in this episode's Millie Rock Approved. What we got going on in Fresh Out?
Man, there's a lot of things fresh out, including TJ. So we've got to get into that because he came fresh off the press and got new music. So you never want to miss the new music we have for the newbies.
New. And of course, we've got the hottest from the south side of Ohio joining us, taking over the ATL. Yes. Crash Rarri in the building.
You already know, man. Hottest on the way, man.
Yes, we gotta figure out what's the deal and what's no deal to you in your interview, okay? So make sure y'all stick around and keep it locked with your favorite cuties so we can help you navigate the new culture.
Bitch, I'm somewhere with the ice at, I'm with a rinky. Got 500 in this double cup, but you can't drink this. All this water on my collar, baby, you can't sink this. I done came a long way from walking around in East End. Now I walk into the club and I'm a I pull up in the natty, get a chicken with the bling. When you get the bag like I do, you can fuck her in a frame. You ain't gotta spend no money, cause they see it on your skin. They can see it in your necklace, they can see it in your lean. Man, they watching all my stories, trying to see who in my being. I'm a product walking dog, talking all I fuck is team. I don't post my shit on Instagram, they still in on my dream. I'm in Hollywood and AMGs, my cat by RGB. And my crib look like a B&B, I mean a CNC. IG model finna blow a bad thick on TNT. 40K I spent on Cuban links, I still won't feed the team. I remember they was sleeping on me, everything a dream. All my bitches got a BBL, they thought they did they thing. All my hoes, they post me on their pages, all of them I claim. She gon' get her titty tatted up, she wanna join the gang. It's right when you need cash, huh?
Still saying anxiety. Taking it another one.
See my fucking life. Saw that check, I'ma lock my mind. Crash Rarri, that Rarri, saw that check, I'ma lock my mind. Tell my mom we gon' be fine. I don't see no hitters, I must be blind. I done ice my watch, can't waste my time. If the bitch too fine, can't drop no dime. If I know you, nigga, don't hit my line. No, man, I find it crazy. Everybody fuck with you when you got guap. Don't find it crazy that I'm getting money and I never stop. You not my baby, I can't cuff you, ho. No, I'm not a cop. Got 2 380s. If you fuck with me, then you getting popped. Crash Rarri been getting money, you can be down bad on my dick. I done came a long way. Sent them G-Shocks on my wrist. Got lemon diamonds in my chain, man, that shit look like some piss. Got ice water in my veins, the way I drip can get you quenched. I ball so hard and all these niggas, they getting benched. I drip so hard and all these bitches getting tricked. Look at my diamonds shine so hard I can't be missed. You trying too hard, nigga, tisk. Wrist. Might fuck your mama, give me kiss. The way she suck this dick, she got a list. Saw that check, I'ma lock my mind. Tell my mom we gon' be fine. I don't see no hitters, I must be blind. I done ice my watch, can't waste my time. If the bitch too fine, can't drop no dime. If I know you, nigga, don't hit my line. No, man, I find it crazy. Everybody fuck with you when you got guap. Don't find it crazy that I'm getting money and I never stop. You not my baby, I can't cuff you, ho. No, I'm not a cop. Got 2 380s. If you fuck with me, then you getting pissed. I'm in my bag, I just jumped inside the loop. I'm covered in Gucci and my honey's covered in Tukey. Can't fuck that bitch, I'm way too rich, I'm feeling bougie.
On your 2 Chainz shit, I see you. You know, what is it? Young enough to fuck your mama or something like that.
But wait, he
Young
said
enough
or what
to
I
be your
said?
daddy, something like that.
Oh yeah.
He
Oh,
has a
yeah.
whole little lyric
Oh,
like
you have that one? I had posted something that said
old enough to fuck your.
I'm old enough to date your son, but young enough to fuck your daddy. That was my quote.
The streets.
That's the
wicked.
age
streets
that
is
I'm
wicked,
at.
y'all.
Beware.
Cold world.
You guys are all option.
Oh my goodness! It would. Thank you, Kevin. That's what we needed right
It's
there.
the hate. I'm
What?
a single woman. What's going on here?
Okay. And you know what they did? They done lost their mind. And you were just listening to Lost My Mind by Crash Rarri. So go ahead and stream that. Run them numbers up, y'all. This episode is powered by National CEG, a 501c3 nonprofit organization creating the NCAA of the music industry. To join the movement, all you got to do is text NCEG to 44321. Be cool, like me. I donated last year. Got my little tax credit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
It's tax season too.
but yeah,
So get that money back.
Exactly. Period. So let's get into this cutie catch up here. Okay. We're doing it a little differently because a little birdie told me that we talk too much during our cutie catch up. So we need to keep it a little more shorter. Okay. A little bit more petite, if you will. So we're going to do 60 seconds for each of these headlines. I'm going to give you all a nice little breakdown. Nice and brief, and then move on to the next one. So
keep her moving.
If you can't keep up, pause it. If you need to rewind, don't be scared. It's okay to rewind, and you can check some of these stories out on our Instagram and website. All right. So starting it off strong, we've got Coalition DJ's 15th anniversary takes over Believe Music Hall on MLK Day in Atlanta. No Lane, That's Justice, Headcrack, and Lakia all graced the stage. And of course, New Lanta had to be in the building to see what was going on. Pulled up with the team, the Progress Report, Rockland One Radio, Coalition DJs all put this together to kind of put the cap on the DJ summit that they put together called the Power Summit. So if y'all never been there, if you missed it, it's okay. Just put it on your calendars. Follow Rockland One. Follow Coalition DJs to see what it do.
And follow New Lanta to get the recap.
Exactly. So a lot of artists hit the stage that night, okay? The building was packed. There was people shoulder to shoulder, wall to wall. And apparently somebody got a little too grabby out there and brought Waka Flocka out of retirement, okay? And he gave the... Just because he retired don't mean these hands aren't rated E for everyone, okay? So a fight did kind of break out, but they got things together. Yeah,
I saw Walker was throwing bodies, y'all. It's crazy. Okay. Let's do it.
If you will.
All right, now Krishan Rock has announced her pregnancy. She began a very wild weekend, guys, because first of all, they said that they were broken up. That's how it begun. And then, of course, they had their documentary Crazy in Love. So we're seeing things that they're doing in the doc.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, they're living their like real life. So it's actually interesting. They went to get therapy, right? But now they're broken up. And then she comes and she's actually pregnant. And then you see them. He says like, "Oh, it's not mine. It's probably one of those 10 other men you was messing with." And then you see her post a video of him and her laid up in the bed. And I'm like, gosh darn it. We just went through all that for no reason.
Wow.
She was on No Jumper, kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
I mean, there was so much going on. At this point, guys, I'm a little nervous that she's pregnant because she cannot control herself. Because she was pregnant when she got in the fight and was getting dragged in the car too.
Mhm.
So at this point, I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it was definitely a wild weekend for her. Turning up at Baddies West, still showing off this baby
Oh,
bump.
gosh.
She got into. She's been
She
getting in
was
fights
perfect.
all
Snubbed her.
weekend, all weekend long,
Yeah.
for no reason.
Krishan does not care.
Right. Does not care. Okay. My life is a lie, y'all.
Oh, God.
My life is a lie. Simply Orange and Coca-Cola are embroiled in a pending lawsuit after found deliberately misleading in marketing and labeling products as all natural. Okay. The once very, very popular, pretty much every club uses them. And when they put this in your like little situation, like we have the bucket here, right? At your buckets at your table, most of the time they be using Simply Orange.
Oh, no.
And the problem is the all-natural Simply Tropical Juice has high toxic PFA levels, okay? Which means these PFAs are stuff that they put in products to make them forever products.
Oh, very well, like preserved.
Yes.
Oh, God, that could kill you guys. We were just talking about that.
Oh, yeah. These have been linked to causing tons of different diseases, including autoimmune diseases, liver disease, kidney disease, cancer, fetal complications.
So basically, what you're saying is my orange juice has a BBL.
Yeah, we fucked up right now. Okay, my whole life is fucked
We're
up,
botched.
and like they've been
We're
found.
botched.
Yes, like oh my god, terrible,
No,
just terrible.
I really love orange juice too, but I was not. We grew up off of Tropicana.
Mhm.
So if Tropicana comes out with something, oh gosh, it's over.
Okay,
Yes.
now see,
But
that's the crazy part because it's like they are found to have been like targeting specifically people who are
Mhm.
looking for all natural products, and on their products they've said all
Ooh.
natural. So they're getting in trouble for that. And you know what? I just finished a bottle of Simply Orange Juice too, so I'm like, I need my check.
I had
Where
one
the
last week.
check at?
I had one last week.
I just finished it, but I
Wow.
did go to the store to see if they had like all
Yeah.
natural. They've changed it.
Oh, they just changed it.
So it just says packed with vitamin C, says stuff like that. So if you got a bottle that says all natural, you or
Might
a
get
loved
your
one might be
15%.
entitled to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. All right, last but not least, Shannon Sharp. If you were watching the game, if you're into sports at all,
Mhm.
then you know exactly what happened during this confrontation during the Memphis Grizzlies
Lakers game.
game.
Mhm.
Yeah. Millie, do you want to get into this? Because you have a nice little write-out summary. I was like, dang.
Well, shout out to Adaze getting us right.
Okay.
You want to chime in here and talk about it?
Yeah.
Trash talking takes a sharp turn as Undisputed Host has confrontation with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Whole squad. So he basically got into it at a little bit at halftime. Essentially, he got in with several players as well as the father of T. Morant, which aka Usher. You know what I'm saying? Shout out him. So yeah, it was captured live. He had to be separated from him. He was escorted into the tunnel and security. So yeah, it was basically during the game. Afterwards, T and Shannon, they dapped up. They were cool, whatever. But Shannon actually went on Undisputed on a Monday and apologized to everybody, including his stylist, which I'm like,
Not the stylist getting the apology.
Even the stylist got the
It's because
apology.
of the outfit he was wearing. Did
yeah.
you see his cardigan situation?
I don't know if that was why, but
It was definitely the fit because everybody was questioning. We were like, "You are kind of big wearing blue, purple, blue, purple." It was yes, and that's what really just kind of threw us off. I think.
Like anything can be tight on blue.
Yeah, he's
Oh yeah,
very
he's
fit.
a muscular man.
Muscular
dude.
man.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Anyway, yes.
Yes.
So what happened next? What's the tea now?
I mean, well, the another thing happened where like a clip surfaced of Shannon Sharp like talking in 2018 about people getting into confrontations at courtside. And it was basically in the video him saying he was on Undisputed and he was like, these fans think that they can talk to players.
I remember these
they're
comments.
courtside
Because
and
what
they
had
pay for
happened,
tickets,
wasn't it like
but-
Kyrie or somebody had got into it with the audience?
Kyrie or KD, one of them.
Yeah, and that was kind of what sparked the whole thing because they were like, well, these fans are just running their mouths and we can't say
Happened to
nothing.
LeBron James too. Happened to LeBron James
So-
too.
Yeah.
Except he had them ejected, so I guess he don't got the LeBron James pull.
Yeah, I mean, he essentially. I mean, the trash talk was pretty funny because he's a devout LeBron James stan, and it literally started with him saying to Dylan Brooks, one of the players, "You can't guard LeBron." He was like,
Yeah, he said you're not
"F
big enough.
you," just like, and he was like, "Nah, F you back," and then that's why the whole team got involved. In it.
I think he kind of did it for a little bit of like
I mean,
attention because
you know,
Shannon knows
yeah,
better.
I mean,
He knows better.
He knows what's going on.
You just said it on TV though.
Yeah.
He said it,
Like, it's not bad.
Did he
Yeah,
apologize?
exactly.
What's the tea? What
Mhm.
happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
He apologized to Undisputed, apologized to everybody. He did not apologize to T, but it was just because I guess they
dapped it up on camera.
dapped up on
Yeah,
camera.
yeah.
So,
We saw the waist holds. So,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
once the man gets the waist holds, it's, you know, what up, bro?
He must have just had a little bit too much of that Hennessy. You know, Shannon be
Just a
drinking that
little bit.
Hennessy. It's the Hennessy. You know,
You
that
saw
was
the guy
Hennessy
that fell
talking.
off the balcony at Drake's
I see that.
concert?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were like, what kind of
That was so
champagne?
random.
Oh God. Oh.
So,
God.
you know, you guys be careful with the
That's that
alcohol.
Shandon. Anyway. Okay. Well, thank you. I think we've covered it all from orange juice to sports. We pretty much covered it all in the cutie catch up.
There you
So,
go.
y'all, you
Got you all caught up.
Yes, definitely tune in on Rockland One Radio this Friday. Download the app via the Google Play Store or the App Store in the iPhone, wherever you get your little phone apps. Go ahead and catch up with us on Friday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. When we come back, we've got Millie Rock approved and fresh out coming at you, and we've got questions that need answers, y'all.
Mhm.
So don't go anywhere. You are now listening to Black Butterfly by XL the Scholar.
Something natural is lightning and thunder. You spread your wings and then we both touch the sky. Cosmic is stars that we under. Still find myself chasing this black butterfly. You know it ain't no nigga that could do you just like I do. You know the kind of loving when you finish, you just fall right back asleep. I need you. And if we being honest, who that bitch if it's not you? Round one, round two, round three, I'll be rocky in these sheets. I beat it up, yeah. Baby making love, yeah. Leg be shaking, you can't take it, but I don't let up, yeah. Crazy thing about it, I can't go wrong without it. Better than me.
Ooh, okay. Well, we just learned something new. We have to tell you newbies about later.
The Chitlin Circuit.
The Chitlin
Okay.
Circuit. We'll bring that
All
one
right,
back
if you
around.
were just listening to us talk about the Chitlin Circuit before that, you were listening to Black Butterfly by XL the Scholar.
Mhm.
So, y'all, like as promised, we got a Millie Rock approved for you. Y'all, I score restaurants, films, shows using a diamond scale to help y'all navigate to see if these things are worth your hard-earned dollars. Okay, the rock rating on hashtag Millie Rock approved is based off the 5 diamond categories. 1 being poor, 2 being fair, 3 good, 4 very good, 5 excellent. If your product, film, television show, or destination don't come with a Millie Rock approved, you cannot trust it. Okay. So let's get into it because lately I've been, watching some different things. I love a good binge and I love a good HBO show. And The Last of Us, I'm infected. The made-for-TV adaptation of the popular zombie thriller role-play game premiered on HBO January 15th, and the HBO world is right again. Because for a little bit, they had fallen off, in my opinion. But now they are definitely back. The Last of Us was created in 2013 by Naughty Dog. It was originally a game that was based in a hostile post-pandemic world where Joel and Ellie are brought together by desperate circumstances and must rely on each other to survive a brutal journey across what remains of the United States. Yes, y'all, they're fighting zombies as well. Okay, these zombies are
And that's what it is.
like fungi infected beings that eat you, and their goal is to infect the world.
So if they touch you, do you get infected?
If they bite you.
Oh, so
If
they're
they
like
bite you.
vampire zombies?
Girl, no, it's a
No,
zombie.
that's
It's a
how zombies
zombie.
work.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought zombies. You know what? I've never really watched a zombie movie.
Okay, well, this is a show, so you might be
We're gonna
able
start
to, you
you off
know.
with this, yeah.
All right,
now
let's
I think
start
about it,
you
I'm
off
like,
with this. It is now.
Okay.
Remember, zombie is scary, so that's like sci-fi horror. So just keep that in mind. It is
Okay.
scary, y'all. This show is scary. The casting is really well done. We got Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, who are casted as the infamous Joel and Ellie. And one thing about HBO, they're gonna keep these Game of Thrones people employed. Okay, they are all recurring in these episodes, and I'm here for it.
Okay.
And when you watch episode 1, it gets you right in the action. Like you're not waiting for nothing. You know, sometimes HBO shows you got to stick in it through the long haul right away.
Okay.
Right away. Don't become friends with nobody because they not gonna make it. That's it. That's all you need to know. Okay. Other than the amazing cast that has been put into this show, the real stars of the show are the incredible special effects, makeup, prosthetics that have gone into this. This show cost HBO an estimated $100 million to produce 9 episodes. But the investment is paying off because after this episode 2, 5.7 million people have streamed this show.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Gonna be 7.1 million is gonna be me.
it's yeah.
'Cause I
okay,
wanna
you
go
come
watch
with
it
2
now.
million. That's cool. That's cool. You come with 2 million views. That's lit. They might need to
I'm
hire
trying to see
you.
what number you
shit.
said.
Right. So listen, y'all, if this show is not for the faint of heart, if you kind of get scared easy, if you don't like the dark, if you don't like creepy characters, don't watch this. If you do, if you are a fan of The Last of Us, even though they are changing some things, the founder and creator of the game, Neil Druckmann, is actually executive producer. So he is right there alongside making sure that the show is taking the appropriate turns and keeping you on the edge of your seat because whoo, it's got you suspense. It's got some trigger warnings, you know, like scary, dark play, crazy creatures. And then, you know, you have that feeling of I want them to win. Y'all better make it through here. But for me, if this type of post-apocalyptic world happened, just take me out in the first wave. Yeah, just take me out right in the first wave. I don't know if I would survive this style of world. But this gets an excellent rock rating and the very first excellent rock rating of Millie Rock Approved and for the year. It is that good, y'all. I would definitely recommend. I would definitely recommend watching that, and that is on Millie Rock Approved.
Okay, now I kind of want to watch that. Every time you come with one, I'm like, I need to go watch that too.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, all right.
And
That
they
one
got
I'm
2
definitely going to
episodes.
tune
You
in.
have 2
though.
episodes you can watch too. So
Oh,
they're coming
okay.
along.
So we're on season 1.
Yes.
Season 1, episode 1 and 2. All right. I'm definitely going to do that. But right now I've got the fresh out. So thanks to Banks, I'm going to update you on what's new out in these streets. All right. Missing the movie with Storm Reed and Nia Long. Definitely you guys can go check that out. It's out now. You People with Lauren London, Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill, and Nia Long. I mean, I really want to see Lauren London on the big screen.
Again.
So like if you love New, then she's back. Okay. Definitely got to see that. Chloe Bailey has announced her debut album, In Pieces. And when I tell you the way that she even just presented it to us, I love it. I was like, okay. I do think that Chloe sometimes tries to follow into the shadows of Beyonce, but I kind of want to see what she does here because this is her debut. So this is her entrance to me into her, you know, artistry for real. So I'm ready to take a little dive. She did a little leather dress and it was like Britney Spears leather. Oops, I did it again, but make it a dress. And then add class because it's Beyonce's stylist, you know.
Oh, okay.
Type shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very cute. Very, very nice introductory. Flo Milli. If you love the girlies, she's doing a conceited remix with Lola Brooke and Mama the Dawn.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
I'm ready because like Lola, when she talks, she has tenacity. Like she's gonna tell you about yourself. So I'm like, okay, Flo Milli brings the fun, but like the little poppy fun. So I really want to hear what that's gonna sound like. That's gonna be fresh out coming to you very soon. And I have a little secret.
What's the secret?
So I heard that Lotto has a song coming with Glorilla.
Another one? We're doing another one.
But the first one wasn't for real.
No, it
was for real.
Yeah, it was like
a club
song.
Yeah.
I just feel like it just didn't do what it was supposed to do.
So we're coming for the redo. It's a little redo.
I think this is the redo.
Okay.
For whatever reason, it's funny that y'all say that song, and I'm like, dang, I really haven't heard nobody play that song. For real. Yeah. So I think that they're gonna try again.
Yeah.
They're gonna try again. So that's a little secret. Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
okay.
All right. And now what is fresh out? Ice Spice dropped her EP called Like ... question mark.
Mhm.
I love the cover art for this. She's like a weird doll, but kind of looks like a puppet, low key, the way they make her legs and stuff like that. It's very cute, giving Ice Spice. And she was supposed to have a video shoot so that her and Lil TJ could film the song Gangsta Boo, which I enjoy. So you guys check that out on her EP. But the cops pulled up on old boy on some surprise. We heard that you might have some pistols along with some bullets and magazines. And they also found in the front passenger seat another space for some more guns in the Escalade. Like pretty much they were filled with guns. Lil TJ was like, I don't know how those got there. I'm not sure whose those are. Now he got arrested on site. That's why we're not going to get this video. I'm pretty sure Ice Spice wanted to roll out with it, but didn't happen that way. He again denies knowledge of knowing the presence of the guns. No one in the car had permits for the weapon.
Mhm.
So law enforcement arrested TJ, and the other 3 people in the SUV are charging them with felony weapon possession as well as criminal possession of ammunition. But your boy is fresh out. Okay, he exited on Wednesday with a $30K cash bail bond and a $90,000 bond. So he's fresh out.
Well, welcome back to the
Woo!
world.
Yes, welcome
sir.
back to the world. So that was a lot, you guys. Make sure you check all of those out. I just updated you. So thanks to Banks. Now you know what's going on and what is fresh out.
Yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, final thing here on the docket before we get into a very special interview with Crash Rarri. We've got questions that need answers. And, I had to put this one in here because, it is the beginning of the year. We are 25 days in or just almost done with this first month. Can't even believe it. Feels like it's already rushing by.
Yeah.
In this 2023. So, it's a new year, which means everyone is either setting plans in motion or making those New Year's resolutions, and according to Enterprise Apps today, only 9% of people keep their New Year's resolutions. And
9%.
Yes, and most people will have thrown in the towel by January 19th.
Oh, wow.
So the question is,
Okay.
do you make New Year's resolutions or do you do like quarterly goals?
I think right now I don't know. It's not a resolution, but it's more of like a shift of focus resolution, I guess. You know what I mean? It's more of like okay, be very intentional about how we're doing things that we're doing. So if that's my resolution was to be more intentional. But that's something that I want to continuously do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's something I want to change within myself and do. So I guess that was kind of like a year. I mean, for the rest of my life, but
yes. Well, I did a vision board this year, but like when I did put intention behind it because I only thought a vision board for a full year. Not that it's daunting, not that it's hard to do that. I just think that it's not as focused. So I was like, why don't I just think about the next 3 months in mind with this vision board? So that kind of got me thinking like, maybe that's just like a quarterly plan. And if, more people did that, like maybe it would be easier because, the whole thing in marketing is like making SMART goals, right?
Right.
Attainable. And like, some people, when they get to making those resolutions, they'd be like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to become president. I guess if you were Donald Trump, that works. Like, but like, for some that might be a little harder to do. And then you kind of get yourself set up where you're not, you get doubt creeps into the mind. So I would definitely say making the quarterly goals is a little bit better than doing like a whole New Year's resolution.
What about you, Crash Rarri?
I feel like I'm more just like goals for real. Like I've been stopped doing New Year resolutions. Like when I was younger, you have like, oh, I want to work out more. All that. I know I'm not doing that. Like I'm grown enough to accept who I am. So I think it's more kind of like you said, like shift the focus. Like I'm just more focused on certain things, and it's things I want to do this year that I didn't do last year that I'm gonna make sure I do. Like even if I don't get it right, I just know I need to at least like try. So it's like I feel like that's how my resolutions are. Like there's things I have to try and have to do, and just kind of like make myself more uncomfortable, kind of like out the box. So
period.
I like that.
I think this year is going to be interesting. A lot of people just celebrated, the Chinese New Year, which is the year of the rabbit for those that are concerned or want to know. But I think it's going to be interesting because, for me, that makes me think about a lot of different things. Like the other rabbit makes me think about like fast paced. It makes me think, running your race. But in Chinese culture, the rabbit also signifies like the, moon goddess and being like soft and in tune with, that kind of stuff. So I feel like it's the year of the woman for real, to be honest.
It was also a new moon.
Yes, new energy.
So yeah, it was very interesting. That was a very interesting night.
Yes, definitely. Well, that's the question that needs answers. Do you make New Year's resolutions or quarterly goals? You can answer them in the comments below, wherever you want to answer. When you see this video, if you hear it, you want to shout it from the mountaintops. You want to tell us, tag us at @Newlanta_. Okay. So without further ado, we're gonna move right along here. We have got Crash Rarri joining us with an interview that's, I think, gonna break some chains over here. We're gonna see what's going down. So we'll be right back.
I iron my clothes and make sure you feel me. I don't believe in fairy tales, only believe in my favorite skill. I only like the pussy like my mail, it cannot have no smell. Don't send it through the Zelle, I need to cash some FEDs for real. My bitches got the BBL with Ricky's here, she got the flair. Talking on my phone about his own, I don't care. Extra five, send that nigga home, I don't care. Talking on my phone about his own, I don't care. Extra five, send that nigga home, I don't care. All my bitches pretty with no makeup, but they booty fake. No, all my bitches pretty, no makeup, but they all my bitches pretty with no makeup, but they booty fake. I can't choose today. What I'm gonna do today? Listen, babe, I know you. What I do? Babe, I know you like me like I like. Take the license plate off of the foreign. Take the license plate off of the foreign. It's a strike. Tell your best to do it to me. Why we doing it? Dyke, strapped up, and I'm still a fighter. She liked it. Gassed up. Cutlass got the white walls. I'll be right back. $100,000 on my wrist. It ain't the right. Go buy a Ferrari. What I'ma do? Go buy a Ferrari and crash it, cause it's exciting. Rich as hell, still trying to fight, cause I don't like niggas. Youngest nigga around, and I'm probably the most violent. The car thieves ran off with my shit, but I know where it's at. Really charged up in real life, nigga, fuck his head. I catch a nigga in my shit, I'ma get him fat. All my bitches pretty and they thick, and that pussy fat. I can yell too. Sell 100 balls every week, that's what my scale do. I was just gonna trap, but this rap shit that fell through. All my bitches bad, pussy smell like Chanel blue. Real dope, man, ask Flair, I used to sell food. I go slide on my ops if I get in the mood. I just got the drop right where you cop shoot up the living room. Switch up on my Glock and turn it auto, tell them get them tuned. Laser on them, put a crater on them, we walking with the moon. Red bang, green bang, saying colors like he out the shroom. Rallies crashing out, we dashing out, we left him in the film. Your boyfriend, he a work at the trap, we told him grab a broom. Yeah, that's right, boy. Taking shot to dirty limit, pop like I'm a party boy. AK come from Russia when we rush when we started, boy. Chop it, get the rain in like the Doppler, we the Harley boys. Whip, whip, bitch, look. Standing on that, what I mean is standing on that business, cause I'm over 6 foot. I ain't never got I love her, ain't never got ass shit, with a bad bitch, all her best friends gon' pull up with they ass did, got a script in them, after a dick in them, no, they be with the other side, I put a clip in them, no, they be with them out niggas, I aim a stick at them, I ain't never missed what I do, I ain't never missed shit, but I throw bricks at them, she did like Big Mama, but call me Big Daddy, no, we got tax out from Lansing to Cincinnati, no, I leave your, no, I leave Columbus when you're
Okay.
Oh, righty.
Right. Welcome back. It's New Lanta. The cuties on New Lanta. I am the Caribbean princess. It's Bonnie Banks.
And it's Millie Rock on Any Block.
And we have been blessed to be in the presence of Crash Rarri today. What's going on, man?
What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all feeling?
No, we're feeling good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better.
It's because you come and hung out with us, huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got some juice in me.
It'd be like that.
Got some juice. Okay.
Got some juice in me. I'm feeling good.
Okay, well, now comes the hardest part. The focus and spotlight is on you, sir.
It's all about you.
Okay, it's not 3 a.m. in ATL, but we gonna get into that.
I'm here for it.
Okay. Well, we like to kind of start the interview off with a nice break the ice game.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're gonna call this deal or no deal.
No deal.
Okay, so we're gonna give you a situation, and you have to tell us if you down with it, it's a deal, or if it's no deal, you walking away.
Got you.
Okay, start us off.
All right. So, deal or no deal, all right? You have to perform at the Grammys, but you're going to miss meeting your dream collaborator for a song. Is it a deal or no deal?
Deal.
Oh,
That's easy.
Okay. Okay. So that's is that something that you have on your bucket list as an artist to do?
To perform at the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why is it so important for artists to reach the accolade?
Because I feel like it's just so important just because it's so hard. Like it's so hard to get to that point. Definitely if like you know what you've been through, like if you got a real story and you actually been through a lot of like trials and tribulations, it's like you can't actually fathom it when you first start. So when you get there, it's like, wow, like I'm really here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like the Olympics. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, like of course I wanna be at the Grammys. Of course I want a Grammy. Like that's like the most that's
Yeah, that's a hot
Top
one
tier.
of the top
yeah.
tier.
But I also want a
Okay.
BET award. And I also want an MTV award.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. You want to build them.
Yeah, like I want all of them.
The plaques. The plaques,
Yeah,
the
like I want all
plaques.
of them. So
Okay. All right. Okay. So it's a deal.
Okay.
He
it's
took
a
the deal.
Okay. Deal or no deal? Your boo says she's gonna cook for you, but you gotta massage them feet.
deal.
Okay, you like feet?
I wouldn't say I like feet, but I like my shorty.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
if
You got a shorty?
Nah.
You got a shorty? Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. So just whoever then is cooking dinner.
Whoever's
You know,
cooking dinner.
When the shawty come over, she's like, I gotta cook you dinner.
Right. But my feet hurt.
But it come with feet, right?
Yeah, man.
That's a deal.
Okay.
Okay, so far you taking all these deals.
He's taking a couple
Okay, We haven't
deals.
hit you
I
with
like you,
anything
I like
too
you.
hard. Okay,
Mm.
cool.
Okay. So we've been having situations with the internet. So internet
Okay.
situations.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Okay. All right.
Uh-oh.
Deal or no deal?
Uh-oh.
It's funny because me and Millie come up with these, and sometimes when Millie comes up with them, I'm like, I mean, that's a toughie. She says you can play the game
All night.
all night, but you have to post her on your timeline.
I don't play the game.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
is it no deal then?
Yeah, I don't even play video games.
Damn. So
Okay.
you stepping away from this? You can, but if you did, you don't play video games. What do you do for fun?
What is your leisure? Like your have to leisure?
I mean, if I'm just chilling in the house, watching movies, shows.
Okay.
Oh, well, I don't think any girl's gonna be like, oh no, we can't watch movies together unless you post
Yeah, I
it.
just watch movies and shows.
Okay.
Okay.
So you be binging.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let me do this one. You get to take your dream car off the lot. Okay, off the lot. No hesitation, no nothing. But you got to run errands with a family member every Saturday.
Not
No
your favorite
deal.
family
No
member.
deal?
Yeah.
No deal.
No, why not? You can't run errands with the family for your dream car.
I'll work hard for my dream
Off
That's
the
not in this
lot.
scenario.
I
That's
know.
not
Off
in
the
this
lot.
scenario.
What's
Yeah,
wrong?
what's
What's
going-
going on with family? Why can't we take family? What if it's Nana? She's like, I gotta go to grocery
Every
store.
weekend though.
car.
Every
Nana, every
Saturday.
weekend?
My family is like, they cool. They're not like me.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
my family not like me. I'm like me.
Okay.
So it's like, if I had to like do something like that every single Saturday, it's no deal.
Dang. So is there a little disconnect there? Did they not support the music? What happened?
Nah, that's not even that. Like they support everything that I do. We just really just different people. Like they live their lives a very different way than I do, and that's I wouldn't want to be around them every single Saturday. And yeah, no.
No, the dream
He
car will
just,
have
I
to
can
wait.
like see him just thinking about it. He's like, yeah, it's still
Oh,
going
gosh,
down.
I could already hear that
Yeah.
air.
Every
Still going
Saturday,
down.
that's like forever,
Yeah,
right? Like,
Yeah, you
like-
might have to miss out on a brunch or two. I don't know.
and your Saturday's gone. Like that part
Yeah,
is
like-
Look,
always gone.
Dante, what? No deal?
I don't know. He's kind of convincing me to slip in low. I don't know. At first, I was like, oh yeah, dream corn, but
Okay, let
every
me write this
Every
down.
single-
Not a family man. Got it. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to go a little deep into that. Kind of got to know you a
Yes.
little bit right there. I was very interested. He said, yeah, no, not the family. Not the family. So I see that you're from South Side of Columbus, Ohio. What is the sound of music like out there?
There's no sound. That's why doing music is it's kind of crazy that I even do music. Because it's like Columbus doesn't even have like a sound. Like we all started doing music really late in life. Like it wasn't like we grew up and we had like local rappers that was like somebody and like did shows. Like the only artist we had, he moved as a kid and moved to Atlanta and blew up. You know what I'm saying? That was Bow Wow. So it's like other than that, it's like we never had anybody else. So
That's
there's
very
no sound. It's
interesting.
like to me, I feel like I'm trying to create that.
Yeah. The Midwest is like a vacuum
Yeah.
to me. Like the
So if
vacuum
anything, yeah, our
being the
sound
center
is
being
like-
Chicago.
Yeah, like our sound and now it's starting to become Detroit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if anything, I feel like our sound sound more like Michigan. But when Chicago was going crazy, it sounded more like Chicago. So we just kind of sound like the Midwest until we figure out where we really stand in the midst of that.
So does that come from having some representative possibly coming out of there then?
Yeah, I feel like if somebody did come out from the city and like inspired people
Right.
to rap, yeah, they would have did it. Cause like as a kid, I would have told people like I want to go and be a rapper. Like I want to rap. Like that's like telling somebody you want to grow up and I don't know, be a garbage man or something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they would have been like, what?
Okay.
Like how?
Mhm.
I didn't even know there was studios in my city until I was like 16. And my cousin took me to one. And everybody that was in there rapping was terrible. Like, so it's like this is like a parody. Like it's not even real. Like
Oh my
you know what I'm
gosh.
saying? Like this is a waste of money. Like y'all spend money to record
To
this.
do this.
Like
Mhm.
so it's like it was just a joke, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy for real.
Okay.
Okay. So when did you actually get started? Because you said that you started going to the studio around 16, but when did you actually say, okay, I'm committing to artistry. This is what I want to do?
So I actually went to college, and when I went to college, I used to throw like parties. I used to throw a lot of parties in college, and I actually started my own promo team and my own management. I went to school for management, started my own management, and I was really really good at it. So from there, uh, I went to college out of Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati, and there was a dude out there. He was a young dude. He had his own label, and he had an artist that he was really trying to like get into like the college atmosphere. And like when he heard about my events and my parties and my DJs and stuff, so he was like, "Hey man, I just want you to like play my artist music at your parties and like turn it up." And that's when I really got introduced to music because I started working with him. I started working with his artists. Later down the line, I started managing his artists. That's when I was really, really in the studio. And then from there, I was like, man, I got a story. Cause to me, like I said, rapping wasn't even like a thought on my mind until I was in the studio with an actual rapper around an actual like label. And I'm like, damn, like I know I can do this. Like I know for a fact. So that's how it kind of all started.
Oh wow.
What was the biggest like indicator or mind shifter for you that made you feel like, okay, I could do this? Like I know you said you were in the studio, but like, you know, coming up in a place where being in music might not have been something that people push you to do.
Yeah.
What was the switch?
Honestly, just being around them, they were just so serious about it. I never met anybody from Ohio that was just so serious about something that nobody ever took serious, and they knew they was gonna make it. Like it was just their confidence kind of got like instilled into me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, because the artist I was managing, like one second he was just doing shows around the city, and then now we at Rolling Loud, and now he doing shows in the A, and now I got him booked out, and you know what I'm saying, like all over, and it's like, wow, like you really doing this, like this is real, and it's like at that point, that's when the switch kind of flipped, because I'm like, I was always heavily influenced in the music, even as a kid. Like I got videos of me with my mama camera and I'm freestyling, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So like I was always like rapping. I was always a kid in the lunchroom, beating on the table, rapping and freestyling. So, you know what I'm saying? I was always like into it. It just wasn't like a way out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It always like for me, I feel like it always seems like oh, if you're lucky, you can do it. You know, that's kind of how it's positioned. But now there's so many things out there, so many,
Yeah.
organizations that are helping people to do that, like NCEG.
Okay.
Shameless plug, but we'll get into that later. But okay, cool. That's cool.
All right. So when you're talking about like just the sound or feel that Ohio kind of picks up from different places, do you feel like you're able to bring that to Atlanta and make it your own sound? Because I'm listening and it's like I'm getting bits and pieces of different, like I'm trying to pick, not trying to say like you sound like somebody, but you know how sometimes you are influenced by what, like who you listen to growing up. So do you feel like you're doing that and like trying to make your own sound that is Ohio fused with Atlanta?
Yeah. I feel like even I was telling him earlier, even when it come to my producer, like I didn't move around a lot. I didn't heard a lot of different sounds. So like I really wanted like my production just to sound more like Midwest, like how the fast pace and like some of them drums. But I still also wanted them like down south 808s. But at the same time, I wanted to kind of like make you like when you hear kind of make you want to move a little bit, almost kind of like how like down in Florida, all the music's kind of like boppy, like kind of move. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like I'm influenced by like everything around me, everything that I hear, because it's like I feel like living in Columbus and being from Ohio, you have no choice but to be a sponge. Like since we don't have any
Anything else?
sound for real, like you just gotta be a sponge. So I take bits and pieces, and I feel like it's almost like a gift and a curse that I do that because it makes it kind of hard for like my fans to like really consistently be a fan of just me instead of like just a song.
So how would you describe your writing process?
I don't write, but
What do you mean you don't write though? Go back.
I don't write. I just kind of punch in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like same way how like y'all ask me questions and I'm just thinking on top of my head and I just say it. That's how I rap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All
Like,
top of
always
dome.
punching.
it's literally I just hear the beat and and I say it. And I say that.
You record yourself sometimes?
I record myself all the time. Yeah, my studio is actually in my crib.
So why is it so important as an artist to record yourself, have your own studio, be able to do those technical things?
Because I feel like if your music is truly your lifestyle or just like the things that you're hearing and you're going through and you're talking about, then sometimes you got to talk about it right when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I go out and do something tonight that I feel like it's just so like, damn, like this is one of them nights and I'm lit and I'm off, you know what I'm saying?
Go record
I
it.
can get home, I can listen to that beat and I can just get that all out real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a journal.
Yeah.
Digital journal.
Like a musical journal.
So phone storage going crazy then?
You said what?
Is it phone storage going crazy then with all these
Oh
songs?
yeah. Oh yeah. I got the little what's it called?
Like that
hard drive.
Hard drive.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, I could probably got like 600-700 unreleased songs.
Okay.
I could potentially make a song about this moment right here.
Oh, we'd love to hear that. We'd love to hear that. We can
Kevin,
put
if you
on
could
a beat.
just pull
Don't
up a little
play.
instrumental for
Right,
us.
don't play with
Okay.
it. Don't play with it.
All right.
Okay, well, let's talk about this. From No Deal to Title's Rising Star. What happened? What you mean by no deal? Like you lost a deal? What happened with that?
So I had a deal with this label called Electric Field. It was based out in LA. I used to live in LA.
Okay.
Before I moved to Atlanta. Yeah, I had a deal with this label called Electric Field, and they was under Universal, and I got signed back in 2020, literally in the middle of the pandemic. Yeah, so it was smooth. It was going great, but our CEO was having problems with Universal, and they actually ended up freezing his accounts. So, you know, and all the money was coming from like my budgets and everything was coming from Universal. But we had just like a really, really good relationship to the point where he just like told me like flat out, like, I don't want to hold you hostage until they unfreeze my accounts. I'll let you out the deal. I actually know some other good people down in Florida. You can do kind of like a single deal with if you want, like a marketing deal, whatever you want with them. But we still believe in you. It's just Universal. They just playing with the money. So it's like he let me out the deal. So at that point, I had all this music that I did with them that I couldn't even drop. So I just had to basically had to make more new music. And I don't know. I ain't gonna say I was depressed, but I was sorry. Like I definitely felt some kind of way because it's like, damn, like they telling me these crazy numbers and crazy budgets, and they gonna do all this crazy marketing from me. And literally, it was just like one day I just woke up and it was just literally gone.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, now what? Well, fuck it. I got the studio. I'll keep going. Drop.
Yeah.
Like let the people, you know what I'm saying? I never used TikTok before then. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to get on TikTok.
I gotta do what you gotta do.
It's
Like it's time. Like I feel like this moment it was kind of like I was saying, like, I want to make resolutions. It's just things that I know I have to at least try. Like don't leave no stone unturned. So I'm just like, all right, let me try the TikTok thing. And I dropped a song, RGB, right when I got out the deal. And RGB, I worked it on TikTok, blew up on TikTok, went viral.
Oh, snap. That moment's always crazy when it just starts happening.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So it was kind of one of the things that was like, this is working. And then literally my next single right after RGB, a lot of people want to like, you know what I'm saying, get involved with it. And that was my song Peachtree.
Mhm.
And Tidal reached out to me. And yeah, they made me the face of their Tidal Rising Hip Hop on their playlist. Made me the face of it, put Peachtree on there. And yeah, so more doors started opening. So
How many hours would you say you put into artistry?
I feel like I'm always being an artist. Sometimes I feel like I'm always Crash Rarri.
Mm.
And I learned that really, really fast when I lived in LA. Like I'm never just me. Like I'm always Crash Rarri. I'm always representing my brand at all times. So it's like 24/7, 365, like everything about me. Like I could bump into somebody on the street and they'll meet me. And I don't have to talk music, but just me and my persona and the way I talk and carry myself. And all that matters from the chain to my car to my clothes. And they'll be like, man, you look like you do music. Yeah, I do.
And do.
Right. And I do.
You know what I'm saying? So every day.
Mm.
Okay. So you went from losing everything. So you said you were a little depressed then. So what
So
was it that pushed you through? Like you said, you had to leave no stone unturned. So was there a meditation practice that you did, or what did you do to get out of the slump?
for me, it's kind of the way I was raised for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of raised in a way where it's like it's all on me. Like I've always been like kind of like a lone wolf in every single decision I ever made. So it's like I'm very, very used to having something and then losing everything. Like I'm kind of used to that feeling. So just like, man, like, of course this happened. Like that's how I kind of took it. Like, of course this happened. It was too good to be true in the first place. So it's like just another day. Like
But that's
and I just-
debilitating. Like, you know, like it's
yeah,
hard, but like then you have like kind of like when you were in the studio, right? In Ohio, you decided I'm gonna take music seriously.
Yeah.
So it's like with that, like, you know, there's always that switch that gets flipped, and you're just like, well, fuck it then. If y'all not gonna do it, but luckily you had a good relationship.
Yeah.
Well, do so. How important was it to keep that relationship solid, even though it fell through?
I feel like you just always gotta remain just genuine. Like when you truly just yourself all the time, you'll really find the people that's for you. And you'll really you'll really
What's going on?
oh yeah, this is a little alarm I be having every day.
Okay.
But yeah, like you just really find the things that's just like for you. And once you really find the people that's for you, you really can't fail at that point. So I knew that he was for me just because they found me. They reached out to me just for me doing me during the pandemic. Everything I did was just in the crib. Like wasn't like I was going around shaking hands. Like so
Babies and stuff.
they found me, and then you know what I'm saying, because they wasn't the first label that like had meetings with me and stuff like that. But I could tell that was the first label that was like serious about me.
Right.
The follow
So,
through.
yeah.
Okay. So you got out of the slump. Now you was on Tidal. Like going viral.
Wow.
Things are on the up and up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we hear a lot of times that like artists are tainted by the music industry. We've had artists say that it's just the things they've seen or know or experienced. So, do you feel like you've had any of those that would possibly maybe even deter you from being an artist or like going forward?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's what I was kind of saying earlier. Like being from Ohio and kind of like picking up from all these different places, like a gift and a curse. Because it's like when you get to these labels, that they'll be only a fan of a song. Like they don't be fans of you.
The person.
Right.
They just be a fan of like a record. So when you walk into them rooms, they want to hear more records exactly like this record. But like I feel like that's the kind of problem with me as an artist. It's like I never know the record that's gonna be the one. So I'm always making like different type of songs all the time. So
Mhm.
when I get to playing the songs that I feel like I like the most, they be like, this doesn't really sound like that. That doesn't really sound like this. It's not really cohesive. You know what I'm saying? And then that, just the industry period, they treat all artists like that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need you to be this kind of person all the time. You need to deliver this all the time and then get better at this. But it's like some of the times, some of them records was just, I wouldn't say accident, but it's like,
That was one of your experiments, or you were trying something
yeah,
new, or whatever.
yeah,
And
I was just
yeah,
trying something and it worked because
right.
the songs I like the most, I don't even like.
That's the facts that I've learned. That
So
is
it's
the facts.
it's like I'm confused. Like I really don't know what's truly going on. So that's one of the things for sure.
Be
For
hard
Do
sure.
you want to be signed though?
I just want to be appreciated.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Yeah, like
maybe India's
Period.
probably yo.
yeah, I just want to be appreciated. But it's still like it's labels that will appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta earn that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is earned. So it's like I don't have a problem with earning it, you know what I'm saying? Building up my fan base and doing these runs and doing whatever I gotta do to really put myself into position. Like I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about, you know what I'm saying? Like when I do get everybody's attention, can I keep it?
Mm-hmm.
So
Because that's the question.
yeah.
Well, I think you're on a good track. I
Yeah.
mean, you had us bobbing our heads. If I had
Oh,
locks,
yeah.
I'd be shaking them. You know what I'm
You know,
saying? I'll just shake these curls. Exactly. So, what is Southside Worldwide and the meaning behind 223?
So the neighborhood I grew up in is called Southfield, but it's on the south side of Columbus. So we used to always 223 is a bullet. I don't know if y'all know anything about that, but
What?
yeah.
I don't
So
seem like a gun girl. No, definitely not.
yeah, 223s is like it's a bullet. So that's how we kind of like was our thing, like in our hood, like we Southside 223s, like we the ones with the 223s, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of started. So it wasn't me who came up with Southside and spelling it with 223. Like that's been a thing with my older homies like before me. But that's how I kind of came with the brand. It's like when I moved from Columbus, I always wanted to let people know that like I'm forever Southside. I'm making this Southside shit worldwide. Like I want people to bang this shit just as hard as we did. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's still a lot of real things going on where I'm from. Like it's this the whole purpose of me is putting where I came from, the things that I did to a bigger platform. So Southside Worldwide, 223 forever.
Well, I just really wanted to get into that, but I know that we're gonna have to get into maybe a little later. We'll add to our little trending topics for sure. We're going to talk about anything that you have upcoming in just a few moments as well. And we got to get into why there's a gap in your music. I saw it was 2019, and that was the last time you dropped the album. So we're going to get into that in just a few moments. All right. This episode, again, is sponsored by NCEG. That's NSAID. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are the NCAA of the music industry. You can join the movement or donate today by texting NCEG to 44321. Okay. So you guys, we're going to be right back. We're going to keep chopping it up a little bit, and we got some trending topics. Okay.
All these niggas talking about right this and right that. He ain't working hard enough and all this other shit he talking about. Changing the style and we want that Southside shit back. And this nigga, man, he ain't really rapping like he used to. Shit, man. Let's go. When I was 13, I jumped off the porch. I ain't had no guidance. We run around, you can't run the torch. You swan the silence. Everything I got back then was from force, I had to fire. These pussy niggas ain't ballin' my court. I had to blind on. My sister stuck in them streets. Shit, I was stuck in them streets. I told her that she had to calm down, cause one day we gon' eat. I told her that to just chill out, like the BBs on my teeth. I told her to depend on me. I got pigs flying Drew Brees. I think 12 watching my lines. I think 12 watching gang signs. Tucci ass got a 9 on me, he'll shoot your ass in your spine. Got a cool key on that 223, that scope on the FaceTime. Got a ruler stick with that Glock on me, that's rearranging your mind. That money clip put the drums on you, make a nigga feel the baseline. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. Right now I'm 10 toes down. That pistols have you dying. I'm big dog in my town. These bitches always crying. I only want that mouth. Okay. Let me get back to that topic. Y'all niggas know I'm the hottest. I'm the one that got the city poppin'. Man, this rap shit was an option, and then I started get deposits. Every city I'm in, I'm popular. Y'all niggas don't get acknowledged. Every bitch I'm with, I'm dropping her if she ain't got no mileage. I'm dressed up with no stylist. Got 100 racks with no college. That little rat got a thundercat, tryna fuck her and her mama. Got a new watch, like what is that? That presidential Obama. If the bitch bad, need a sponsor. I dress pussy in comments. I bought her tits in that donkey. She heard shaking that monkey. Got my living room, that's a living room, looking like live on Monday. Or maybe that I mean Sunday. Well, fuck it, we all got money. Y'all niggas ain't get like this. Y'all niggas can't live like this. Y'all niggas ain't touch no chips. Y'all niggas ain't fuck no bad bitch. Y'all niggas ain't get no hoes. Y'all niggas ain't got no goals. Y'all niggas, y'all get exposed. Shit, fuck it, that's how we go. Y'all niggas still covering on bitches. Y'all niggas ain't getting no minutes. We Astros in last inning. My niggas be steady winning. My label is independent. That mean I touch all the dick. That mean I get all the listens. I ice my tea, no Lipton. I'm killing it, OJ Simpson. My Benjamin's always crippin'. Givenchy got me drippin'. Versace's got me trippin'. I'm running around with the Chi-Chi. I'm living like I'm in Perry. These bitches, they talking about wee-wee. Fuckin' 110, then I repeat. Cartiers on my frames. I don't think these niggas can see me. Living life like I'm Drake. Like Kiki, do you love me? I'm up next, I can't wait. All you other niggas can cheer. My diamonds punctuate. And they speaking clear. They want me to hit my brakes. But I'm cruising in the test. I had to do what it takes. I think they really hear me. I said ready from snakes. Unless it's on my Gucci. Got disco on my face. My wrist is looking good from Cisco on my chain.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You was just tapped in with Crash Rarri. Okay, make sure that y'all stream that. Go run it up. Y'all can find him pretty much everywhere. You heard that he was on Tidal. He's also on Spotify, Apple Music.
Yes, sir.
Okay, period.
So I just have to ask you, because I know you mentioned, at a young age you was trapping or you was outside.
Yeah.
Okay. And as artists, especially rappers specifically, they do rap about their lives and what's going on, what they've seen, maybe what they've done. And we're seeing this whole thing where artists' lyrics are being used against them in court.
Yeah.
So how do you, one, feel about that? And then also, two, do you feel like it's a cycle when you are just reiterating what you've seen, but it's influencing other young men that may not have seen that or been a part of that world?
So which question first? Kind of
Whichever. It's an embodied of a thick question, but I have to ask.
Okay, well, for starts, I think it's lame to be using lyrics inside, and I feel like only reason why I don't like it is because I feel like it really just only truly attacks African American artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna ever see a Caucasian dude in court and they playing rock music, or you know what I'm saying? Like, in who knows? I don't know what they were talking about. I don't listen to the music, but at the same time, it's like music is still a form of entertainment, and it's like, even though this is things that like you might live through, or maybe you didn't live through and somebody else lived through it and you just around it, it's like this is still like just like stories. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like it's entertainment. Like you taking everything like word for word and you trying to use it as evidence against me to put me and put me into a place to put me into the system. It's like, are you really helping? You know what I'm saying? Like, you throwing me in jail, are you truly helping other people? You know what I'm saying? By throwing me in jail, you feel me? So it's like, I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't
I don't
like it.
like it.
Yeah, it's definitely tricky because some people do get put away, some people don't. Like
Yeah.
it seems like you kind of have to have some like kind of open cases
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
going around. That's pretty much how they're gonna catch you.
Mhm.
But do you think it's detrimental to our culture to be talking about the things that you talk about? Like, how do you put a positive spin
I
on
feel
fucking
like
somebody's mama?
I mean, is that negative?
Depends on whose mama, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's another thing. Saying that music is art. So when you hear it, it's supposed to make you feel some kind of way, and those type of songs and records is what get played the most. You feel me? Like, I know it's a lot of people on earth that don't live those lives, but it's still a lot of people that still do that can relate to it. For the people that can't truly relate to it and they take it in, they want to try to live up to it. It's like, I mean, that's on y'all. Like, I can't change my story. You know what I'm saying? Just because you want to be me, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
But that's what ends up happening.
I mean,
People
yeah.
want to live the lifestyle.
That
They
you've put
want
out.
It's
to.
like
They want to be like Rarri. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to be like Rarri, then be like Rarri and take the positive from it. If you want to take the negative from it, that's on you. Like, once at some point we all grow up and we make our own specific decisions. I grew up listening to Gucci Mane.
Mhm.
I grew up listening to Kanye West too. I made those decisions on my own. Even though I grew up listening to Gucci Mane, I didn't become Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't doing all the things Gucci Mane was doing, but I enjoyed the music because it was the reality of my environment. Like, Gucci Mane was talking about something that I could relate to. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a whole lot of dope selling. There's a whole lot of
Right.
crackheads around. Like, Ohio is huge, huge when it comes to drug dealing.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we wasn't big on music, but we was big on selling drugs. Like, the lifestyle of it is Ohio.
Mm.
Maybe we wasn't big on talking about it on cool beats with cool hooks, but like, they got busy out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like the Midwest period, even when you watch BMF,
Do
like
what?
they got busy out there. Like,
Well, you
Still
couldn't
do, and
really,
do, and
you
still
couldn't
do.
really rap about it before either, because just in general, people could hear about it.
Yeah.
Like, just in general.
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
it was cooler to be the dope boy
Yeah.
than be a rapper.
Mhm.
Wow.
Make it money,
That's
for sure.
actually very interesting.
Yeah,
Mm.
so it's like dope boys got all the love.
Mhm.
Rappers got none.
Got nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can't change my story. So some little kid somewhere can not be in a gang.
Right.
But it's like, if anything, your parents should help you through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my job. All I can do is tell you my story.
Mhm.
It's tough,
know
it's
what
tough
I'm
being
saying?
an artist, that has influence.
Influence.
Yeah.
Like when you start influencing people and like people like that is kind of like the opposite side of it. You can't do one without the other sometimes. But I
Yeah.
guess you sometimes have to be a little bit more responsible. I mean, obviously don't be doing that,
Yeah.
don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah.
But
Nah, for sure.
it's definitely tough here in Atlanta too, because they're starting to crack down on people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not telling nobody
Right.
to do the things that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I definitely don't want kids to be doing the things that I'm doing. That's like I said, like, I feel like these interviews is like the best way for me to get myself out there in a more positive way, to let people know, like, you listen to my music and you might think I'm just this one type of way, but I'm way smarter than you think. Like, I got to this point by literally using my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get to this point by just making dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb decision. Like, I made it by being smart and like paying attention, being very observant. So
Okay.
Gotta have that plan, y'all. Gotta have that plan. Okay, well, you got the upcoming album, Rarri 2.
well, that came out last year.
Just came out.
Yeah, I came out last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just came out. Tell us about that. What's coming up too?
Okay, so yeah, Rari 2. It's another continuous project from I had another tape called Rari because my producer, that executive produced it, his name is Rawbone. So we just kind of
Okay,
connected our names. Rawbone, Rari.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
I see that now.
Simple stuff.
We caught it.
Yeah. So it's just the part 2 project that I did him that he executively produced. producer I've been working with a long time now. Yeah, I had dropped that last year. Y'all definitely go check that out everywhere. And then right now I got a project that's about to come out called The Hottest on the Way. So that's gonna be 10 songs, and it's pretty much finished for real. Like I just really got to get the cover and do all that one little finishing touches to it. But the tape is pretty much done. I'm dropping that Hottest on the Way, and then after that, I got another project that I'm about to be dropping right after that called Test Drive.
Okay, we're doing project after project after project.
Oh yeah, we get busy.
You a car guy?
Yeah.
What's your favorite car?
Ferrari.
Okay, because Rarri, obviously.
Ferrari,
Could have probably put
Lamborghinis.
that together myself, but
Ferrari,
I wanted to hear you say it.
Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
But brand of cars, I really like Mercedes.
Oh.
See, that's why he said he didn't want to take his family out for the
Not
weekend.
coming in the Mercedes.
Yeah, you just can't get it.
No, we're gonna buzz it in the little Hyundai.
Right.
Let's go. Hyundai. We're taking
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much, Crash Rarri, for pulling up on the cuties. We appreciate having you on. Let everybody know where they can follow you at. Of course, drop the socials.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. On Instagram, that's Crash Rarri. That's CrashRarri. And then Twitter is just Crash_Rarri. And then TikTok, same way as Instagram, Crash Rarri, man. But you already know, man. Crash Rarri, do the dash Rarri, aka the hottest on the way.
Wow.
Drops mic. Okay. And with that, we gonna take a quick music break and come back with these trending topics. We got some upcoming events for y'all, and then we out of this piece. So thank you again for joining. Don't go nowhere. We got trending topics on the way.
Ding ding, it's a nigga at the front door, probably eating gumbo, straight up out the jungle. Ling ling, fresh hibachi at the front porch, ducking all the gun smoke. What you got a front for? Bitch, quit playing with me. 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 Green bean, just a youngin' watching Dumbo. He just dropped his nuts though. What you acting dumb for? Same phone, no new number. What you want, ho? Is it about the hunchos? Tell me it's a dunzo. Bitch, quit playing with me. 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 Bitch, quit playing with me.
When it comes through the black cloud, it'll come through in a beam. So it'll only hit one or a few. It won't hit the match. And it's up to that one or a few to share that light, man. You know what I mean?
As of lately, fuck you, pay me. We got babies, we got dreams. We got fantasies and legacies and specialties and royalties and publishing and equity. Quit testing me. Bitch, quit playing with 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 me. On top of the mountain, on top of the tower, I'm feeling my power again. I'm there in the hour, the grass is green, the world is ours again. Day annual, income gradual, necessary capital. Why would I cap to you? Bitch, quit playing with me. 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 Bitch, quit playing with me.
Bitch, you think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to be thinking big, bitch.
Figure it out. What's a man without a plan? You gotta figure it out. And that ass was in my hand cause it was sticking out. Still they tell me to be humble, but I can't. I'm the co-owner of Gumbo. I'm the type to make a play off a fumble. I'm the type to bring the rain to the jungle. Check it, listen, check it. I don't feel no man ever. Ain't no man special. 6-figure deal for this little nigga here. Just so I can tell you how these little niggas feel. This little nigga broke it down to me. He said, third place don't mean shit to me. I mean it. Going for the goal every day. I need it. I need a ring like my bitch. I'm fiending. Finish line still a mile away, but I see it. Finish line still a mile away, but I see it. Finish line still a mile away, but I see it. Do it for them, do it for me, do it for us. Do it for him, do it for her. You the one who got the guts. You rock the bus, life of the party. Chicken from Arby's, cause you was starving. In my city though it's pretty, they mark go robbing. All the Barbies, why would you move next to the projects? This what happen when you tell white people trust the process. Third place don't mean shit to me, I mean it. Going for the goal every day, I need it. I need a ring like my bitch, I'm fiending. Finish line still a mile away, but I see it. I see it. Finish line still a mile away, but I see it. I see it. Finish line still a mile away, but I see it. I see it. I see it. Yeah, bend it over. Show me you want this shit. When it's over, I'ma show you how to work that shit. Put me closer, I'ma tell you I ain't got it. Get me out, I'm waiting on my deposit. Can't afford the club, I walked in with a dub. Niggas know my name, so they bout to show me love. Bitches love my face, so they tryna give me hugs. I'm here to politic, I do not have a section. Here comes the 4 to the 3 to the 2. More reason she telling me that she do, but she ain't. And she can't, cause I say what I mean, and mean what I say, and then she bend it over, show me you want this shit. When it's over, I'ma show you how to work that shit. Put me closer, I'ma tell you I ain't got it. Get me out, I'm waiting on my deposit. 2 a.m. bitch, put it on my tab. Every hookah in this bitch, put it on my tab. Casamigos for my amigos, put it on my tab. For my niggas who ain't got it, put it on my tab. Say the valet costs how much? Put it on my tab. Your OnlyFans costs how much? Put it on my tab. Lamb chops cost how much? Put it on my tab. Right now I don't give a fuck. Put it on my tab.
Let me get 100 bottles of Casamigos, right? 22 bottles of Henny and 32 bottles of Rock, and put it on his tab.
Bend it over, show me you want this shit. When it's over, I'ma show you how to work that shit. Put me closer, I'ma tell you I ain't got it. Get me out, I'm waiting on my deposit.
What's up with you, Mr. Quiet Man? All this quiet shit ain't gon' cut it. You need to tell me something or something. Like shit, where you from?
Ranchland Drive 2353rd. Okay. Bitch, I'm from the east, don't give a fuck what you heard. Okay. I be paying scenes on these beat with these words. I do anything to keep my dog off the curb. Georgetown Betty, my little flip on the south. Georgetown Betty, let me dip in the mouth. Georgetown Eddie, I reside on the couch. It's going down, baby, I just thought you should know. I'm so tired of niggas being gangsta on beat. You was feeling froggy, why the fuck you ain't leave? Goddamn. Niggas having tension, you the first one to leave. Goddamn. Little chicken and waffles, I need something to eat. Goddamn. Breathe, nigga. I can hear your heartbeat. Yeah. Freeze, nigga. Police tried to harm me. What up? Squeeze, nigga. Strapped up like the army. These niggas. Mad that bitch bitches on me. Oh shit no, let these women come between the money, nigga. Shit no, fresh orange juice without the pole, nigga. Shit no, talk about Savannah, not the pole, nigga. Shit no, bitch if it ain't pole, it ain't dope, nigga.
Nigga. I know you just ain't call me no bitch. You need to watch your motherfucking mouth when it comes to me. Nigga,
That shit
you
going
need to
crazy.
switch it up.
Damn, I gotta switch it up. I gotta switch it up. Everybody come on. We gon' switch it up. 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 Water said 38 to 39. Switch it up. All that ass, I ain't can't waste no time. Switch it up. VIP, we ain't waiting in the line. Switch it up. It's poor baby and me love you long time. Switch it up. Tell them niggas not to play. Paul. I'm in Hollywood and AMGs, my cap by RGB, and my crib look like a B&B, I mean a CNC. IG model finna blow a bad dick on TNT. 40K I spent on Cuban links, I'm still gon' feed the team. I remember they was sleeping on me, now everything a dream. All my bitches got a BBL, they thought they did they thing. All my hoes, they post me on they pages, all of them I claim. She gon' get her titty tatted up, she wanna join the gang. Niggas beefing over bitches, I don't even know their name. I just beat it, busted out the frame, I'm pulling out they braid. Used to pray about the life I lived way back in 7th grade. Now I'm crushing in a Rover, getting top outside the bank.
Let's
Real
do
emotion.
it. We back with trending topics. Y'all was just listening to RGB by Crash Rarri, who joined us earlier with a very insightful interview. Very nice. He's still here with us right now. What up, though?
Going down with y'all, man. Stay here.
Listen, we got the trending topics that we got to give y'all because these are topics that make you give a damn. Okay, they could be local, could be national, but without further ado, let's get into it. So, thanks to Kevin, or excuse me, Mave. He brought us a local trending topic. Cop City is here. It is being constructed in Southeast Atlanta, and unfortunately, not a lot of us are excited about that. The new 85-acre police training facility, nicknamed Cop City, yes, has been causing a lot of issues in the community. You know, I think maybe Andre Dickens is getting some little backlash from it as well. But protests erupted over the weekend after breaking ground. Okay, protesters gathered outside underground Atlanta early on Saturday evening with a list of demands from the Atlanta Police Department. Okay, they wanted some justice for someone who passed at a GBI raid, as well as some LGBTQ situations, as well as Cop City. So in a 10-4 vote, Atlanta City Council passed the plan with notable figures such as current Mayor Andre Dickens voting yes, alongside former Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms to make this happen. The main investors behind this are the Atlanta Police Foundation. And of course, did we need this? Is this something that we needed in Atlanta?
Do you think it should be in Atlanta?
More police?
I don't know.
So it's a training facility for police.
For police, yes.
So I would imagine that there's going to be some police that probably go back for some training. And then, of course, if you are a new police officer and you're trying to enter the academy and things of that nature, I'm not familiar, don't shoot me, but I'm pretty sure it kind of goes like this. You would sign up and you go, and this is where they would train you to become police. So, of course, that area, the problem why they're calling it Cop City is because that area low-key would be very fluctuated with a lot of police-like people.
Yeah.
They're training
just for police. That's who it's for.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, but that area, like living even in around
living,
that
yeah.
facility, because that's huge.
Police,
83 acres.
families.
Yeah. Police families, police, anybody that wants to become one, be one, part of it, anything is going to be in that area. So I guess they're saying that that's the problem just in general.
Some of the issues are that local residents are complaining about the gunshots from the firing range that are there. Because of course, if you're a cop, you got to learn how to shoot the guns.
Yeah.
Of course,
Do they learn?
do they?
They do learn.
Well, apparently,
they shoot them guns.
Apparently, they did shoot and kill somebody at a homeless camp raid. So I don't know. I don't know if sometimes with police, it's more about shooting mass, to get you down. It's not like military where they're shoot you to stop you. Or maybe it is like military where they shoot you to kill. Shoot to kill, just take you down.
Especially if you're
Oh,
well, yeah. Apparently, 6 people were arrested over the weekend in conjunction with the protests, and the mayor, Andre Mayor Andre Dickens addressed the public saying that some of these people had explosives with intent to use.
Oh yeah, they blew up police cars.
They did, in fact, put a police car
fireworks
on fire as
and
well
things
in
of that.
downtown.
I thought about it. So do people call him Mr. Dickens?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mayor, I guess.
But
Mayor
pause,
Dickens.
because Andre's like one of our coolest mayors, so it's like
I know.
he's
Our
the
mayor's
truth.
name is Dre. We
Right.
have a mayor named Dre.
Right. Right. Apparently, environmentalists are also claiming that there are environmental impacts that will be devastating the Atlanta community as well. So apparently, Atlanta City Council was promising to protect the lungs of Atlanta, but they're not really doing that with this. Is it necessary? I think, the police need training. I definitely think the police need training, but did we need a full-blown police facility, or could you have put more training in each of the police, like, zones that there are now? Like, why couldn't that just have been added? Like, they'd be adding Ultas and shit to Sephora's to
But they need more space.
Yeah,
they need space.
I was listening to a report this morning on NPR. They were literally talking about how the old facility that they had was appearing like run down and like stuff was falling on the ceilings, like it wasn't good. So they needed a new facility.
They need a campus,
right? And like they basically the discussion was essentially it's going to be built. So like all this violence is pretty like pointless. Like it's going to happen regardless. The issue is like how to move forward. And they said they didn't talk to the DeKalb. Is it DeKalb? In DeKalb County? The DeKalb County. Is CEO?
CEO? Are you talking about the mayor?
No, so essentially, whoever was getting involved, like the Atlanta Police
did not
Association, they did not consult.
Well, they probably don't have to. So if you decide that you want to build something like that, usually you just need to send in your paperwork, and then they approve if that area is being able to be built for whatever you're trying to do.
So has to pass a vote. But I don't know why it was put into cab though.
Again, that vote probably happened, but people don't actually show up to their local council meetings and things of that nature where they get to vote for these kinds of things. So it's at this point, it's gonna happen. Unfortunately for you guys, there's gonna be some police that live up in that area, so it might be cleaner streets. What if that area has you don't hear any crime rates there because of it?
Do you think that having the police facility is going to lower the crime in Atlanta?
I think that it will a little bit, because you're going to think twice before you go in that area to do any sort of, just recklessness, because that they're going to definitely be carrying and they're definitely going to shoot.
It hasn't stopped them thus far. It has not stopped nobody thus far. Crime is going up.
I know, but not in a heavily populated police facilitated area is what I'm saying.
Zone 3, it's literally the police station is very prominent, is freshly built, like they're always out. So
we're talking a comparison of a police training facility. You know how many people are going to be going in and out of this thing? That is not the same as a police area. Like that's just not the same thing.
Whole police. I just think that maybe this was something like, my thing with these kind of facilities that get brought up, right? Is that what we asked for? Or did we ask for, higher paying jobs? Did we ask for that kind of stuff? I feel like we ask for things and they're like, maybe a little later, sweet pea. What we need to get done is this. And it's just kind of like, again, I do think the police need training. Clearly, we've seen what happened with all the people who have died by police brutality.
Right.
But it's just like, when y'all not listening to us, like when we literally say, this is what we want to focus on, we elect y'all and y'all say you're going to focus on these things, but then you turn around and pass something like this, it just doesn't make you trust the government. Even though I think it is a good thing, like there is benefit to it. It's just like, is that what we asked for? Or is this being forced upon us? And then some people who we didn't know when this was, the local council meeting was 17 hours with 2/3 of the public commentary being negative. So people said they didn't want it. So where did you all get this 10-4 vote? Who voted? Or was it all the people who were the investors that voted? That doesn't seem to be, the math is not mathing. Like who said yes to this? Like it doesn't seem like the vote is representing the people.
Right.
So I don't know.
Well, I think you know how sometimes it's one of those things where like higher ups have higher votes and then a percentage comes from whatever the mass vote is. Like you've ever had that? Like it's almost like People's Choice sometimes. Type thing.
This is not an award show. Like
I'm saying that's probably how they multiply their math to make it math. I mean, I don't know.
No, this is definitely causing some obviously friction in Atlanta. So we're gonna keep an eye on this. Thanks to Mave. Check out his story on newlantadrip.com to see more details on what's going on with Cop City.
All right. Well, Okay.
Of course.
That's Mave's
Not him
first
trying to clap for himself.
Exactly.
behind
story
the
up on
board.
here
Pat
like
myself on the
that.
back.
So we're proud of him.
Good job,
Real
Mave.
journalism.
All right. Well, let's get into this. We are going to keep it here in Atlanta. If you guys are keeping up with the YSL case, Young Thug has been in court for the past couple of days. They posted a photo or kind of a video of him. It looked like he was very exhausted. He had his head on the desk. So he's going through it. But while outdoors, YSL Mondo, he is a co-founder of YSL. I don't want to say gang, but the YSL organization. And he came out recently and said that Fulton County's DA, Bonnie Willis, used to be his lawyer.
Mistrial.
Automatic.
Mistrial.
Automatic. So he has come out of his mouth with audio. All right. He recently sat down with Grammy-winning rapper Murphy Lee on Ugly Money podcast. When he was asked about YSL co-creator thoughts of a Gunna's decision, he made it clear that you don't do stuff like that. So he's kind of making it clear, like, hey, first and foremost, sounds kind of snitchy.
Right.
Gunna, that's what that sums up to me. And he was actually a little over 6 months after they had arrested Gunna. The rapper had pled guilty to the charge of racketeering, conspiracy, and which is known as an Alford plea. So that's what he's referring to as, you know, what you're saying is like you admitted that it was a gang, and that could put Young Thug up. But DA Fani, she's the one that's been running this case. And people are kind of figuring out now, like, well, how did you really get the information to have, you know, Thug charged for RICO and things of that nature? And the biggest question right now, if this is true, which there's a video floating around where Bonnie is representing Mondo.
Oh wow.
Yes, it's a video and everything. If this is true, should she recuse herself from this trial?
Yes.
Yes.
But now
Period.
what does that mean for everything else? The evidence that they've had, like it.
Mistrial.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna be a complete mistrial just because of how much damning evidence they say they have. But how, to me, does that affect all the evidence that they do have or compiled with Bonnie when she hopped on this? And when did she hop on this? Because he came out of jail and then all of a sudden Thug is in jail. And you know what I'm saying? Like, this is messy. We're literally watching a movie. We're literally watching a movie at this point.
Definitely gonna be a movie.
Yeah, if I've heard that this is like the low quality version, the great value version of BMF. BMF
I
during
don't
the
know.
time.
It's kind of. I feel like if they did it nice and like, you know, cinematic, it could be.
It could be good. It could be
I
good.
feel like it could be really good. Like, this is kind of crazy. It's down to the person trying to hand Thug a perk in jail.
Yes.
like, at
Yeah,
the
that
court.
was insane.
What are
I
you
was gonna say-
talking
I was gonna
about?
ask
Well,
Yeah,
Thug has
yeah.
been cleared of knowing
Yeah,
anything was
And
happening.
you notice he handed it to,
To the
the guy like,
deputy,
as
yes.
soon as he got it. He was like,
Please, someone's
Yeah,
trying to get
someone-
me.
"That's
They're
incredible."
trying it. This is the devil tempting me right here, and I'm saying no.
Well, you just never know. Like, I've heard a lot of people say that Thug knew that was going to happen, but he probably saw some people saw him get it, so that's why he gave it up. Whatever. He has been cleared. There is, though, an 88-page grand jury indictment that characterizes YSL as a criminal street gang and alleges 182 instances of collective participation in gang activity and criminal conspiracies, citing lyrics, social media posts, and clothing or accessories with the slime embellishment on them as evidence. So that is what Gunna agreed to, saying that they are, in fact, a criminal street gang, and people are not liking it. People are not liking it.
Damn. Well,
Yeah, there's not like a lot you could say.
right.
There's just not a lot.
I mean, I think that you know, she's not going to. I mean, at some points, it's like, do the right thing, you know, for YSL. But again, at the other side, is that the right thing? Is that the right
I
thing?
just feel
don't
like it's kind of dangerous for her life.
Well,
Like,
that's the
That's-
thing
that's
about
the
being a
nature of
DA.
it, yeah.
That's the thing about
That's
being a
the
DA.
job.
It's not. That's why they're saying Atlanta's the real Gotham. Okay, that's why they're saying that shit, because
Yeah.
DAs be putting themselves in very crazy predicaments.
Especially if she was like already kind of like moving.
But
with
if you already
them.
have the information, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
I don't know if
like,
you.
That's conflict of interest.
Right.
That's
Like,
what I'm.
But she doesn't represent him anymore. So if it's over,
That's what
it's
I'm saying,
over.
But
like,
it-
you know.
Yeah,
what
she knows
they
though because
is
she
up
had to go. Yeah, she had to defend him.
him.
and now you're prosecuting the people that you
you
were
were just
once defending.
defending.
So you know stuff that we don't know.
That is crazy.
That's not.
Yeah.
Is that illegal though?
Yes.
That's crazy.
That is confident. What is that
illegal.
called? Attorney privilege, confidence.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
Like,
I mean, yeah, she probably can't bring up anything that she learned from
but
whatever.
who's to
she
say that
did,
she
but she
hasn't?
still has certain.
She has
information.
access.
She
She
could have
knows
known
names.
addresses.
Yeah, like she know them boys get busy.
Yeah. So
Except
I think
she's like everyone except YSL Mondo. If she tried him, that would be bad,
You know what
right?
I'm
But this is
saying?
a whole new person.
it's still the same thing because they're
Affiliation, but
affiliated
And they
together,
do-
though. They're
and they do should be the
connected.
best person to
Yeah.
get them.
Because he's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
co-founder. He's
Right.
the co-founder with Thug.
You know, things be
Oof.
when things be getting really too deep, and then you realize, like, oh no. they
No,
might
girl.
put
I don't know how
out.
she sleeps at night. But
Um,
that is a wrap on that situation. We're gonna keep you updated though on this YSL case, and we're gonna see what happens to Thug. Man.
Free
Thugger.
Thugger, man. Free Thugger, man.
Ugh. Hopefully he'll be on the fresh out. one day.
okay. I got a quick trending topic here. All right. We've got Ari the Don clapping back at an Airbnb for using her personal photos to promote their vacation spot. Ari the Don complained on Twitter saying, if I paid for an Airbnb like a regular normal customer, why would you post pictures of me inside your Airbnb telling people we was there? That's so unprofessional. And I was working on something private. I haven't been at an Airbnb in years, and this is why, because that shit ghetto. So the question is, right? According when you go back through the tweets and stuff, you know, the comment creepers
Yeah.
and everything, they're saying that, well, you posted a picture on your story, and that's the picture they used, was the picture from your story. So should Airbnbs be able to use photos in your story to promote their brand or their booking?
No. I mean, no, because they know what they was doing with her.
But that's different.
Was it
See, I didn't
clout
know
chasing, or
that
was that good
was
marketing?
Yeah, I didn't know that happened. So if that happened to me, once you post a picture, that it's public. Instagram owns that picture. Like you don't even own that picture for real. So to me, if you know that that's your Airbnb and you didn't post the address, you just posted like, "Hey, Ari was at my Airbnb. You guys should book with me." Then I mean, it's fair game at that point. You're giving her free advertisement. It's fair game.
That's the only thing is like because you're making money off of this,
Yeah,
then that's
like-
what kind of makes it a little like shaky. Because then it's like she's not seeing anything from this, using her name, her likeness, everything like that. All she
Right.
did was come in and book
Use
the
it like a normal
Airbnb.
person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you recognize her name, and we're like, oh, I'm just.
So
Exactly.
that's dollars.
That's
that
true.
From
That's
from her
true.
that
That's
she
not
was
very
getting.
private.
Yeah.
All the way. It's like, oh, Ari stay here. I want to stay here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So she followed up by saying, because of course, you know, people in the comments were like, girl, that's what you get for being the poppin' of the poppins, making an impact ATL, right? She said, people say I posted a picture in the house. So I
Yeah.
never posted what I was doing or who I was doing it with. That shit they say and watched on the, that's the shit they say and watched on the cameras. That's weird as fuck.
Oh, that is weird. Yeah.
Oh, they posted pictures from the cameras.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah.
because that's what I thought the pictures looked like. I was like, okay, but
Oh,
there
yeah,
were
that's
multiple
next
people.
level.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. I
Yeah.
think that's why I said, had they used pictures she posted, because she said she posted something. So clearly, to me, that gives you permission to post that picture because
Yeah.
she put it up there.
Yeah.
But if you're getting stuff off of a private camera that you have at your Airbnb, that's disgusting. And you should actually, Airbnb should flag your account.
Yeah.
Easy.
Y'all getting a little too crazy
No,
with this
that's
clout
disgusting.
chasing. And you know
And what
what's-
if you was with your man having sex in these little cameras?
And they
That's
probably
disrespectful.
Probably did. They probably got that.
Probably
They
saw
gonna
it.
sell their sex tapes.
That's
soon.
kind of that is disgusting.
It's
That
a
is
little,
disgusting.
it's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Not
What?
Not a
disgusting.
little.
It's a lot creepy.
Yeah, a lot creepy.
Yeah, that really
yes.
makes you think.
Yes,
That
that's
does
really
make you
like,
think, yeah.
no, those people need to be sued. Oh my goodness.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
So do you have, right, like this kind of begs like the next question, which is like, should you as a public figure, you know, how do you retain the right to privacy? You know, people will do that to you. So how do you protect yourself?
NDAs.
Yeah, at this point, it's getting to the point where everybody needs one. You need
Yeah.
to have an NDA on your
NDAs.
phone that you send to somebody doing something.
Or you just gotta go to places that just like really are actually private. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta pay for that extra piece of privacy,
Yeah.
which they try to do anyway. But you know, people will still make their way and try to get into it. But yeah, you gotta pay for that extra piece of privacy. Honestly,
Yeah, I definitely think y'all fumbled the bag on that one. Could have just asked.
Yeah.
Ask for the review. like a normal person. Ask for the cupid. Be like, hey, girl, just fill out the Google review. Do you mind if we use your best picture from Instagram, to use on the Google review? And then who knows? She could have done like a QR code. Y'all could have made some more bread, but y'all getting a little too crazy out there with the clout chasing. So note to self, don't be doing that. Don't be creeping on people at their Airbnbs, y'all. Have some respect. Have some respect.
All right. Well, okay, we do have the Music Moguls competition. It is back. Okay, the NCEG chapters across Metro Atlanta are facing off this spring. You can catch all the action and vote for your Moguls Match MVP when you join on the stream February 2nd, Is that February
22? 3. Sorry, I said 23.
You still stuck in the 2022? 2023. Now,
remembering things,
sign up for your spot via Eventbrite and click the link in our Instagram bio to reserve yours today. Okay.
That's right. And guys, we have a newbie newsletter. That's right. We come into you abrupt. It's the abruptness for me.
Like, keep going.
Okay. But yes, we do have a newbie newsletter, so you will never miss an update from the new culture. That's talking clips from the previous show. We got stories on there. We might even got a question that needs answered. You're fresh out. Your Millie Rock approves. Never miss a moment. Join the crew. Become a newbie. All you got to do is sign up today through the link in our bio or on our website at www.newlantadrip.com.
Yes, and you can follow us everywhere at Newlanta_ on Instagram. Our Facebook and Twitter are also Newlanta_. Run up the numbers on TikTok. It's Newlanta 404. So you guys make sure you follow us. We're always doing some dope things, and we want to keep in touch with you and make sure you keep in touch with the cuties and be a newbie.
And you already know this episode is sponsored by NCEG, a 501c3 nonprofit organization creating the NCAA of the music industry. They are the brains behind the Moguls Music Competition. So if you thought that was dope last year, just wait to see what we got in store for you this year. And you can join the movement by texting NCEG to 44321. Your donation is contributing to a scholarship fund making music programs more accessible to students who are seeking a career in music.
Okay, and if you missed any of our episodes, all right, you can catch us on Rockland One Radio Friday nights from 6 to.
Let's just
Yes, let's run it back. Newlanta is also streaming on Rockland One Radio Friday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. You guys can stream us now by downloading the Rockland One app in your phones. It's on. If you have an Android, you can get it. And if you have an Apple, you can get it. So all you got to do is go to where you get your apps, download Rockland One Radio, and listen to us on a Friday night.
Period. Thanks for navigating the new culture with us. It's Millie Rock on Any Block. I'm out.
And it's the Caribbean Princess, Bonnie Banks. We'll see you guys next time.
Y'all boys finished, nigga. I told y'all niggas finished, nigga. Me and my gang, nigga, 223, man. Y'all already know we claim, nigga. We y'all worst nightmare, nigga. Y'all go to sleep, nigga. Y'all dream about this shit, nigga. We live this shit, nigga. Y'all boys done, man. That PP shit, man. That shit ran.
I know a lot of kids play.
I wish them niggas would've listened. Now we ain't stuck in the kitchen. Y'all niggas ball from the benches. Gotta fuck with y'all from a distance. I dropped it 2, then I mix it. I gave my dope an extension. I turned my clothes into Christian. We just got started, you finished. Hot on the way, I be scorching. We dropping shells on your porch. Went from Impalas to Porsches. Codeine cowboy pushing horses. Windows from ceilings to floors. One click, you open the doors. Backseat curtains for the horse. I think they fuck with the boys. Ball too hard, I need a scout. My place coming in and out. We cruise controlling the route. My phone keep hitting like ouch. I'm flying birds to the south. I'm putting teeth in their mouth.